Hey there, YouTube. This is Mark Wooden, aka Raijinku. Um, Wanted to bring you guys a video here of a couple duels that I had a while ago. They're obviously a little bit outdated, but you guys can feel free to watch and check them out and let me know what you think. I'll try to bring you guys more as it comes, and we're actually going to be getting started right now. Alright, so obviously you can see that I have this really awesome Tragodia mat from one of the last SJCs out in New Jersey. Anyways, I'm playing against my friend Greg here, also known as David, not Greg. And I believe he is running some kind of water darkness control. I'm not sure. However, I am running water darkness with a couple teched cards, specifically Crimson Wyvern, just because I can just deal with. Okay, I just rolled a penguin for heads or tails. I guess he didn't really accept that, so I'm gonna have to use dice. But anyways, I used the Crimson Wyverns to deal with all the blockers. It's really a great late game, so we're gonna get started here.
I'll go first. I'll just be patient because apparently I'm drawing like I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Obviously, you can't mulligan in this game, so you're stuck with what you get. That's where deck building comes in and is very important. Alright, so he throws down a Spy Mission in his mana and brings out a Cyber Sprite. A decent turn 1 play, but that can also leave the Cyber Sprite open to destruction. But again, I pretty much did the same thing, so. And I do run Neurons, so. Good play. I really don't have to worry about being defensive until he starts actually playing something on the board. So he's throwing down his turn 4s into his mana, and he's let me know he's not going to have a lot of Shield Blasts, and looks like I'm going for a little bit of everything in my mana zone. I run a couple random, like I said, Fire Civilization cards. Now actually this turn here I misplay, and I end up realizing that when it comes back around to my turn, I put something in my mana zone. I believe it's Crimson Wyvern, and because I get so used to playing some of these cards, yeah, see, there it is. I get so used to playing some of these cards, I just assume I have stuff in my mana zone. So I'm thinking in my head, because I run tons of Darkness Civ cards, there's already one in there. But as you can see, there's not. And it's funny because another one of the, I think it was a Magic player, was asking about the game here shortly. And he mentions about the colors, whether they actually mean anything. And it's right about this time, because I'm just like, oh yeah, here, let me explain this game to you. So yeah, you can see I misplayed. I didn't have a darkness card to throw in the mana zone. So basically, to sort of make up for this, I end up just essentially passing my turn from that one time. So instead of playing a card, I just kept it in my hand. And David's saying that, oh, I could have attacked with this guy, and it wouldn't matter because he would have, as you'll see here shortly. But now I do have a darkness card in my mana zone, so I'm good to go. And I've got a turn 4 play.
Actually, I could have attacked last
Hopefully.
turn, but... He is the man. No, the man is now him. No.
I'm going to make note that this was a while after I had been playing. I had taken a little reprieve, so I might be a little slow to play a couple cards. And this is not the deck that I run currently, although it may have a couple similar concepts here and there. I don't run Giga Stands anymore. But so I opt to logo scan. I see that he has all these blockers now in the field, and I'm really reconsidering this whole deal I did with Crimson Wyvern play and mana. Would have been great late game. So he's thinking about attacking here. He honestly probably should have, if he was thinking I was going to block, because at least he gets rid of something to end my blocker. But yeah, he doesn't. So alright, so I throw a Crystal Memory in the mana, probably thinking I don't really need it. So I bring out Cyber Trader, draw, and what am I discarding? Scared Oval of Gloom Hollow to bring out a Neuron. Neuron is one of the most busted cards in this game. Unblockable, gets you a free draw as soon as it hits the field, pretty much. So, and 5,000 power is not bad either. So he throws in a Death Smoke as mana zone. Death Smoke really has left play. You really don't see it a lot now. And anybody that runs anything similar is usually like a Razor Kinder. And again, you don't really see that much, at least in my area. Alright, so he does a Trader. Didn't really see what he discarded there. But he's making me discard with the Spectre Claw. And I get rid of the Terror Pit. I'm not really worried about his creatures because I'm pretty sure I have options, as I meant to say here. So he finally does swing in there. I'm trying to decide whether or not to block or not. You know, I can kill his card, but you know, I could use the shield too. So I'm pretty sure I'm just like, okay, well, I'll get rid of this Bolt Tail and take my shield.
That's actually one of the best trade-offs.
I'm starting to get to the point where I'm getting access to all of my better cards. Turn 5, turn 6, shenanigans can start to happen, basically. So everything from Neurons to Medusas, they're all live now.
Only a couple cards that are technically there that do that kind of stuff.
Now Screeching is an amazing card. Either it makes something so it can't be blocked, or makes it so it can't block, or it can banish a level 1 or 2. And of course he just set me up for a free draw and a card, just being able to get rid of his Giga Stand there. So right now he's in a very bad position. He needs to get rid of Neuron, and he really needs to get rid of Scared Orbital. Speaking of which, he's breaking my shield, and it's a Bone Blaze to get rid of his only blocker.
My turn?
Alright, so I'm pretty sure I drew or I just got set up for my Medusa play. Yep. And of course I'll kill that, and I'll end up swinging in there with Neuron, getting a draw off that shield, and then go with Medusa. He is one turn away from being defeated, unless he can pull out a Neuron. I don't believe he has one.
Yep. Apparently I didn't know how to play it either. First turn or second turn I tried playing a creature.
That's a penguin.
It is a penguin.
Any penguin 0?
Me playing with my penguin. By the way, his name is Quinn, and he is going for his doctorate, so that someday he can be known as Dr. Quinn Medicine Penguin. So, look to see more of him. Alright, so he charges a Trader to his mana. I don't know if that was necessarily necessary. He goes for a Neptus. He does have a 2 cost, which is a blocker. He's got himself
I was stupid. I had
there's
a
a
soda
bloody
last night.
healer.
No, Jake, I'm gonna say no on that one.
The Neptus really isn't a bad play. It's just one of those cards that's not really helpful right now because he's essentially just going to use it to trade off with one of my other 5k guys.
Blocker.
I'm so sorry.
But pretty much, I think I'm looking, and I might have game this turn, potentially. Assuming he doesn't have any shield blasts. Because I'm pretty sure I have another Neuron.
Okay. Charge that mana.
Okay, so I'm tapping 4 mana for what? Bone Blades. Now he's left with no blockers whatsoever. And on top of that, I play Neuron.
What? You don't know that? Come on.
So I swing in there, I draw, and do it again.
Attack. Draw.
And that is game 1. I turned too late.
Yeah, I had Simonson as a Shield Blast, and I.
Alright, well there's the first game, guys.
So, Mark,
We're gonna basically cut right into the second one here.
And you know, and stuff. Let me make this a 2-part.
Here we go.
cut short.
Alright.
Alright, again, we're using the same decks.
Apologize for the misplay.
Really not much difference that's changed here, so it's just gonna be game 2. So
It's funny.
And then I had a Shield Blast,
we'll
and I
see what
didn't even
happens from here.
activate it.
You get so used to playing like all these cards, actually like expecting.
Now, obviously, I haven't done a whole lot of videos here recently, but I'm just getting my computer figured out, as well as my editing software and all that. It's a little bit different than what I used before. But I mean, I think this will definitely be beneficial, and I'll do more of these and
My hand's upside down.
try to bring you some more high quality matches. Obviously, I'm not going to necessarily commentate on all of them. I just wanted to try this out for this one. You guys let me know what you think. If I'm too much of a monotone person, it's fine. I'm just trying to keep the announcer, radio person voice intact here. So my turn 1 is a Bolt Tail. In my deck that I'm running now, there are I think 2 Bolt Tails and a Crimson Wyvern. Or it might be the other way around, like 3 maybe. Anyways, I threw in my Tekkamora there. Again, these are sort of my tech choices. Tekkamora is really good in the right, I guess, deck. I mean, if you're running a lot of Chimeras, it's pretty good. And then on top of that, it just gets rid of pretty much everything, except for the good old Flame Spike Tetsuri for the most part.
I'm like, you complain that no girls like you, but then you don't make any attention.
Actually, review that card and
Tap 3,
logo scan. Anyways, I reviewed that card for card of the day. Actually, just finished up number 25. So stop by pojo.com, check out my reviews as well as some of the other writers there. If you're looking to just see different perspectives.
Godless Shrine art is fantastic. So yeah.
Alright, so he's got a bloody Skeeto on the field, and he's played a Spectre Cloud, so I discarded my Crimson Wyvern. It's such an amazing card if you get it late game. Early game, you definitely don't want to be seeing that in your hand. That's why I become like one of those in this deck.
Tap 3, Gigastan.
Alright, so I throw a Gigastan out, and he's Cyber Spray.
What's up?
The card that's gonna make you laugh.
Sort of be aggressive, and
No. Totally a real card.
that's a fake Vanguard card that one of my friends there was using. completely different game. So,
Is that Majesty
if you guys do have any questions about Vanguard, please feel free to comment, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff too.
At least like do
I play like 5
I
games,
did it in my school.
so
I don't have a printer in my house.
plenty to keep me occupied.
Okay, anything else?
So anyways, I believe I pass over to him.
Are you playing it? I'm playing EDHS watch. Okay.
And he goes for the Frogzuka, and I'm just so regretting discarding that Crimson Wyvern, even though that it was so early in this game.
It's like I need to get him late game, not early.
By the way, whenever I play a light Civilization deck, it is one of the best cards, like by far.
How spicy? Really? I was so spicy. I was pumped.
And I throw down Fumes, get him to lose his any advantage he did have. Especially since now I have a big stand on field too. But he's trying to balance things out too, so he gets rid of my Spy Mission. I would have liked to have at least played that to get a few cards off it. But
I like how the 2, 3, 4, and 5. It was only printed.
Well, this is where the game changes again. Anytime Medusa hits the field, it's just so good. Because usually it's getting at least rid of 2 cards. I mean, obviously he has plenty of shields right now, so not too worried about that. And I swung in there with the Fumes first, just to see if he'd block with the Skeeto. That would be an even trade, but he didn't block, so I just continued my little mini onslaught. Alright, so he's thrown down again the blockers with the Sprite, and he's left with mana. He logo scans.
I'm like, dang it, why can't I be a shield blast?
And that's not going to leave him with a whole lot of room to work
Couldn't this
with.
be my shield blast?
Okay. Why is white symbolized? Why is white symbolized with the letter U? You mean blue? Yeah, I'm underwater. Because B is for black and L.
Not sure what's going on right now, because as I'm doing this with this, I can't really hear the audio. I suppose I could have hooked it up, but... So he's going to attempt to go in for my shields. I'm not going to block it, because there's no point in it. I'm pretty sure my deck runs 3 Neurons, so if I don't see one this turn, I would be surprised.
Yeah. I knew there were
Instead, we see another Fumes. So, just making the situation even worse for him. So he's left with pretty much nothing. Especially since now his field is being finished. And he's left with 2 blockers that will die if I attack.
Attack the shield.
It's like
And he does choose to block with Skeeto.
wow, that is actually great.
So this is probably going to be his final turn,
Straight up best vampire.
just judging by the field presence. Now he does have an option or answer to a couple of my cards.
In commander.
It just depends on how he plays it. If you could throw down a Neuron, he could at least trade off with the Medusa and get a free draw. So he does have the Neuron. And if he has another play, it appears he doesn't. But definitely probably the best thing he could have done. Otherwise he was going to be so behind. Since I can only swing with 1 card unless I drew a Neuron. Which, again, I do run 3. And I did pull it. So. No Shield Blast, I attack again. And again, it is not looking good. He needs to kill that Neuron, and he needs to get something to be able to block on that field. All with 6 or 7 mana. And I'm thinking the best thing that he's going to be able to do is maybe a Terror Pit.
You really have no trade stuff? Oh, I have trade stuff.
It's just like, I don't know, you can surprise me. I'll get stuff.
He throws the Dark Scare Adorable down, and he's trying to dig for an answer.
Together and then I got lazy and didn't do it. So there's some stuff in there.
Lily, I need to reshuffle this.
And he gets another blocker. And I think that's about it. So he passes. And I'm pretty sure I drew my out.
That was actually easy.
I guess not that I needed an out, but a Bone Blades. Yep. And as long as it's not a Shield Blast, the game is mine. Alright, there you are, YouTube. And just make sure to check out here for more videos. Check me out on pojo.com. The card of the day articles that go up daily, Monday through Friday. And as always, remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will bring you guys more videos as they happen. Take it easy. Peace.
There you go. I'm gonna go to green red.
I want to get
Trying to vlog out the image.